Hey India children, hope you all are good. Children, as I have sent you a video for introduction of your RFP book. See, this is your RFP book of second term, Four Forest Friends and Other Panchatantra Tales. So I have already sent an introduction video to you people. Now today we will be reading the chapter and then I'll explain. Right? So let's open and see what the first chapter is. The first chapter is Dhenchu sings out loud. Okay, so as you can see, Dhenchu is there at the back. You must have understood that who is a Dhenchu? Yes, Dhenchu is a donkey. So this is the story of a donkey who loved to sing. He was very fond of singing. You might think that donkeys can't sing well, but this donkey, whose name was Dhechu, did not believe that. Whenever he was happy, he sang, and when he sang, he was happy. It means whenever he was happy, he used to sing, and when he sings, he used to feel hungry, and then he used to eat. So both the things he used to do one after the another. So when he is happy, he will eat, and when he will eat, he will be happy. So Dhechu was happiest after he had eaten lots and lots and lots. Once his belly was full, belly means stomach. Once his belly was full, he would raise his head high, stretch out his neck, and sing and sing and sing. So, because his tummy was full, and now that was his habit to sing, so now he was singing and singing and singing. The only problem was that others did not hear music. They heard a donkey braying loudly, Dhenchu, 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 over and over again. He was thinking that he is singing, but the others were hearing the bad sound of braying, a donkey's sound. Right, moving to the next page, that is page number 2. One night, a jackal called Mr. Sirgala passed by. He was startled by Dhechu's song. But being a polite sort, Mr. Sirgala said to Dhechu, "Excuse me, sir, but must you sing? And if you must you sing so loudly?" "Oh," said Dhechu, "did you hear my song?" It means one night a jackal was going from there, and when he heard the Dhechu's song, he was startled, means shocked. But as he was a polite person, Mr. Sirgala said to the Dhechu that, "Dhechu, excuse me, sir, why are you singing so loudly? You should sing. And if you are singing, should you sing so loudly?" Dhechu was happy that someone has heard the sound. He said, "Oh, did you hear my song?" He said, "Yes, I did." Thinking of himself, Sirgala was thinking, how could anyone not hear this horrible braying? Because he was horribly singing that song. His frightening sound was there when the donkey was singing. Dechu was not happy at being asked to stop singing, but Mr. Sirgala had been so polite that he was not too upset even. No one had ever spoken to Dechu before about his singing. They would all just run away. Dechu was very sad that someone has stopped him of singing. Someone has said that, "Why are you singing and why are you singing so loudly?" But Mr. Sirgala was so polite, so cool that he felt it's okay, I can manage. No one has ever said to Dechu about that why are you singing so loudly and what are you singing. He decided that he would be friends with Mr. Sirgala. And in any case, Mr. Sirgala had said that if he wanted to sing, all he should do was sing more softly. Okay, which was the first time anyone had even suggested that he might sing at all. Before that, no one has asked Dechu to sing softly or too loudly. So this was the first time someone has asked him to sing little loud, little slowly. And he was thinking that it's okay, I should be friend with Mr. Sirgala because he is giving me a good suggestion. Okay. Now, well, said Dhechu to the jackal, the fact is that when I have eaten lots of food, I'm so happy that my voice soars and I sing Dechu, Dechu, Dechu till the sound bounces off the sky and the stars. What he told to Mr. Sirgala, he said this: whenever I have eaten lots of food, I become so happy that my voice flies high in the sky. It reaches to the sky, and I keep singing till the voice comes back to the earth. It bounces off the sky and the stars and the universe. Okay. Ah, said Mr. Sirgala, who was searching for food himself. Do you often eat so well that you must sing so loudly and so long? Now, Sirgala was very much in tension, that he was thinking that how did he get so much of food that he was so happy after eating a lot? Is he getting enough food to eat? Yes, replied Dhechu. At night, when the villagers cannot see me, I jump over the low fences around the vegetable and fruit fields. And then I can eat and eat and eat. And then sing and sing and sing, thought the Mr. Sirgala. But he very politely said nothing and only smiled. So what Dhechu replied? He said, yes, at night when everyone is sleeping, all the villagers are sleeping and they cannot see me, I jump over the low fences. Fences, you must be knowing? Small surroundings. If you want to surround something, then wooden material we use to surround, or metallic also at times. So low fences around, you must have seen in garden, around the vegetables and fruits, and then I eat and eat and eat. And then the Mr. Sirgala was thinking, oh yes, after eating he must be singing and singing and singing. But he said nothing. He was only thinking, as he was a polite fellow, and said nothing and only smiled. Why Mr. Sirgala smiled, you will surely come to know very soon. As the jackal did so, a thought crossed his mind. If he became friends with Dhechu, perhaps the donkey would carry him across the fences too, so that he too could eat his fill, not of the vegetables and fruits, but of the rats and mice and little snakes that lived in those fields. Times were hard, and Mr. Sirgala had not eaten well for days. The thought of food brought a gleam to his eyes. What happened? Mr. Sirgala, the jackal, was thinking that, oh, this idea came to his mind that, oh, if I will be friend with Dechu, what will happen? Dhechu will carry me on his back and we will cross the low fences and we'll go to the vegetable where the vegetables and fruits are there. We'll go to the field, we will eat and we will get not only that, I will get the rats, the mice, little snakes also to eat. And actually the time was very hard for Sirgala. He was not getting anything to eat since long time. Yes, he had not eaten well. So he thought, as the idea came to his mind, his eyes became so bright. He was so happy. Wow, this idea will work. Well, sir, Mr. Sirgala said to Dhechu, why don't you practice your song softly in the forest during the day? I will listen to you and help you sing better. At night, you can take me with you into the village gardens so that we can eat. Then, when we are full, you can come back to the forest and perform a proper concert as loudly as you want under the stars and the moons. So, what Mr. Sirgala told to the Dhechu? It told that why don't you practice your song softly? It told that you should practice. You means he wanted to say that you have a good voice. You should practice. Do one thing. Take me to the vegetable garden every night and we will go there and eat a lot. And after eating a lot, what will you do? You will be happy and again you can sing and sing and sing and you can practice. And when we will be full, you can come back to the forest and perform a proper concert. You know what a concert is? It's a big, high level musical performance. When people, singers, and all they do. So he said that you can do a concert under the stars and the moons at night. So Dhechu could hardly believe his ears. A jackal wanted him become a great singer, and all had to do in return was carry him over the low fences into the vegetable gardens. Oh, this was a bargain. This was friendship. This was the first step on his journey to becoming a singing star. Dechu could not believe his ears that what the jackal is saying. A jackal is going to help me and he'll surely help me in being a good and great singer. And in return, what I have to do, I just have to take him to the low fences. We just have to cross the low fences and we will go to the garden and we will eat vegetable gardens. And that was a bargain. You know what a bargain is? An agreement between two people. So that was a bargain amongst those two, that you will give me food to eat and I will help you in doing practice for your concert. This was friendship. It was thinking. And this was the first journey for becoming a singing star. He was thinking that this is the first step. After that, I will become a star. For this was Dhechu's secret ambition, to sing songs that all the animals of the forest and all the villagers around would love to hear. Often he imagined himself singing away while the audience around him clapped and cheered and demanded one more song and yet another. So, this was Dechu's ambition, aim, that one day he will sing the song and everyone, all the animals and villagers around him would come and surely love and hear him. Often he imagined himself that he is a big singer and he is singing and the audience is there. Audience, public, those who are watching the program, the audience is there. People are clapping and cheering him. What is cheering? Encouraging him with motivating sounds, words. Okay, hooray, yes, you can do it, like that, people will say. And people will also demand that, yes, Deju, one more song, yes, you can do it, wow. So this was all his aim, that one day this will happen. He was thinking and thinking and thinking on that. Moving to the next. Oh, yes, said Deju to Mr. Sirgala. That is a lovely idea, and I'll be very happy to take you to the gardens. And before that, practice in the forest while you listen. So these days he was just thinking in imagination, he was doing the practice. Okay, the sun was high in the sky by the time they got to the forest. All the animals in the forest were sleeping in the heat. Imagine their shock when they heard Teju start singing, Teju, Teju, Teju. And then some more again, Dechu, Dechu, Dechu. They first hoped the brain would stop, but of course it would not. For Dechu was practicing for his first big concert. So what happened? He said, okay, yes, I'm ready. That is a lovely idea. I'll be happy. I'll take you to the garden. And before that, we'll practice in the forest and you will listen to me. And that time what happened? The sun was very high, means the sun was high in the sky by the time they got to the forest. When they reached the forest, the sun was high, means it was very hot day. All the animals were sleeping. And just imagine, when everyone is sleeping and someone is braying like Dhechu, Dhechu, what would happen to them? So all the animals in the forest were sleeping in that same hot day, and he was saying Dechu, Dechu, Dechu as if he is doing the practice, right? So first people thought that okay, very soon this braying will stop, but then it could not, because Dechu kept on doing Dechu, Dechu, Dechu as he was practicing for the concert, a big concert which was his dream. Now, one by one, all the animals groaned and began to leave the forest. First, the birds flew away, and then the rabbits scampered off, and the squirrels and the porcupines and the foxes left too. Finally, the mother leopard also could not stand it any more, and she woke up her sleeping cubs, and they too strolled away. What happened? He kept on singing, he kept on saying Dechu Dechu. One by one, all the animals they left the jungle. The animals they groaned, the sound was coming as if they are in pain while leaving the forest. How bad voice, how bad sound. Just have to leave the forest. The birds flew. Then the rabbits, they ran quickly. Scampered means running quickly, especially some animals. The small animals, when they run, we call it scampered off. So they scampered off. And the squirrels and the porcupine. Porcupine is also an animal you found in southern Asia. Okay, and in India, I can say, for your knowledge, and the foxes left too. The foxes also they left. Finally, what happened? The mother leopard was also sleeping, could not bear the pain of the sound, the harsh sound, woke up the sleeping cubs and took away, and they too also walked away and left the jungle. And Mr. Sirgala, what about Mr. Sirgala? He gritted his teeth and smiled and thought, only about all the wonderful food he would eat that night in the village fields. He was also very irritated with that sound, and he gritted his teeth, means he was rubbing his teeth in anger. Okay, and but he was only thinking that what a wonderful food he will get in the evening. Because of that, only he kept himself quiet. Otherwise, it was difficult for it also to bear the pain of that horrible sound. And once the sun went down and the darkness fell, Dhechu took Mr. Sirgala to the edge of the village gardens, put him on his back, and jumped over the fence. What a feast lay ahead of them! Green cucumbers, orange pumpkins, and juicy watermelons for Dhechu, and lots of rats and small animals for Mr. Sirgala. And they ate and ate as the moon rose, and they ate till they could eat no more. So once the sun went down, the evening started. What happened as soon as the darkness came? What they did, Dechu took Mr. Sirgala at his back, and they just crossed the fence, jumped over the fence, and what a wonderful feast they saw there. It was all green cucumbers, orange pumpkins, and juicy watermelons for Dechu. But what for Mr. Sirgala? Small animals to eat, right? The rats and all. So they both were very happy. They kept on eating and eating and eating till the moon rose. And they eat till they could eat no more. They ate till then they were very full. Now it was very impossible for them to eat anymore. Till that time they were eating. They both. Now Mr. Sirgala had not eaten so much in weeks and months. He was so full he crawled to a corner and fell asleep. Dechu did not even notice because he was ready to begin his concert. As he told earlier, you must be remembered that he told earlier that whenever he used to eat a lot, he used to sing a lot because he was very happy that time. So Dechu did not even notice because he was ready to begin his concert. And begin he did, and out flowed his wonderful crowd pleasing sound and songs. That was Dechu, 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 Dechu uninterrupted. What happened? This paragraph, what happened? As Mr. Sergala was happy and he was not eaten full for the weeks, he ate a lot, and he has eaten so much that he was unable to move. He was crawling on the ground, means moving on hands and knees, and went to a corner and fell asleep. Was sleeping so deep because he had not eaten for long, and when he got the food he fell asleep. And Daichu did not even notice that where is Sirgala because he was in a mood to sing. He was in a mood to practice for the concert. He was in a mood to start the concert. And so he did. He began it, and the moment he began the concert, what he was thinking, the flow was there out of his mind and his mouth as well. He was singing in a flow, in a wonderful crowd pleasing song was there. But what was this song? He was thinking that is a wonderful crowd pleasing song. But the song was that again. Dechu, 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 uninterruptedly. Dechu. Okay. Mr. Sirgala jumped awake and ran to warn Dechu to stop. Because in the light of the moon, all the villagers would be able to see the donkey who had eaten their vegetables. Stop, because in the light of the moon, all the villagers who would be able to see the donkey who had eaten their vegetables. Enough! Enough! He shouted. You will wake them up! You will wake them up! Wait till we are back in the forest. So Sirgala quickly got up, and what he saw that continued Dechu is singing, doing Dechu Dechu. So he quickly ran to warn him. He notified, cautioned him that don't do that. What are you doing? They all will get up. They all will catch us. We have eaten their vegetables and all. And it is light of the moon is there. Why are you doing in the light? They will catch us easily. And we have eaten their vegetables. Enough. Stop it. He shouted very badly. And Sirgala also told to Dechu that please wait till we go to the forest. There you can sing. But Dechu was in a song world. He was very much busy into his imagination. He was thinking that he's a big star and singing this song of his own, and nothing the jackal said stopped him. Whatever Mr. Sirgala said could not reach his ears. He was not listening to anything and could not stop him. Lights went on in the village. Men and women came running out yelling. with the sticks and stones in their hands. Mr. Sirgala took one look at them, found a crack in the fence, smashed through it, and ran for his life. Now, what happened? As Sirgala told, that wait, when you will go to the jungle, there only you can sing the song. But what happened? Dechu could not stop himself as he was in mood to sing. Then gradually people were getting up and they were switching on their lights of their home. Men and women, everyone, they were yelling, shouting like anything. And they were holding sticks and stones in their hand. They were so angry with this horrible, terrible sound of Dechu. What when Mr. Segala saw all that, he went running. He looked at them, found a crack in the. He saw there was a hole in the fence, and he thought that now I will pass through this fence only, and he just smashed through it. Destroyed it, broke it, and just went from that only, and ran for his life because he was sure that now they will kill him. Dechu saw the villagers two from the corner of his eye. But he thought they were bringing flowers for him and that they were shouting their joy at his songs. And he kept singing louder and louder till they were oh so close. And then the first stone struck him. Soon he was surrounded by the villagers who beat him. First for eating their fruit and vegetables and then for waking them up. Now, what happened, as this was the habit of the Dechu, when he sings, he was never looking back that whoever is there, he kept on singing that time also. So, what happened when the villagers came running to Dechu? Mr. Sirgala already left the place. Now, what he was doing was singing, singing, and singing. When he saw people coming close to him, he thought, oh, I'm singing so well that they are bringing some flowers and gifts for me. They're bringing flowers for me. And they were shouting because they're so happy. They want me to sing once more, once more, once more. Like this. This all thought was coming into his mind. He kept singing louder and louder because he was so happy that wow, they're coming close to me. But he was louder till they were oh so close because when people came close, they started throwing the stones and he got stuck also. Soon he was surrounded by the villagers who beat him and the villagers started beating. First for eating the fruits and the fruits and vegetables they both have eaten, and then for waking them up with the horrible sound. Poor Dhechu. He staggered away from the fields and the cruel villagers. His head hung miserably low. Only pained little moans escaped his lips. No one understands the great artist, he thought. I am going to keep all my precious songs to myself. Now, what he was thinking when he saw people throwing stones and sticks, everything on him, so poor. I'm feeling so bad for the Dechu. What he felt, he staggered away from the field. He ran away unstoppable. He was running like anything. And he was about to fall also, but he was running in the field and he was running away from the cruel villagers because they will not leave the Dechu. His head was very low, hung miserably that oh what they are doing with me. I am such a big star and then also they are doing with me. Only the painful moans, the painful sounds were coming out of his mouth that time, out of his lips. And he was thinking that no one understand what a great artist I am. Now I am going to keep all my precious songs to myself. I sing so precious and I am not going to share my songs with anyone. My songs are so valuable, so great. So I will not share with anyone. I will keep everything with me because people don't understand what a big artist I am. And so ends our little tale of Dhechu. Not in song, but in sad silence. So, this was all about the Dhechu who sings out loud. I hope, children, this story was clear to you. I hope you like this story and the introduction about the book and everything regarding the author, regarding the illustrator who has illustrated the book, you will get in the first introduction video. We will meet soon again in the second chapter or RFP. Till then, take care. Jai Hind.